All right. I think it went live again. I think we're live again. I think. Me tinks. I think so.
At Blue Apron, we've been thinking about what really matters, like a community that takes care of one another. Time to learn, play, and rediscover the kitchen. Thinking about what really matters, like a community that takes care of
Hello.
one another. Time to learn, play,
Let's see what
and
the delay
rediscover
is
the
on this
kitchen.
thing.
Thinking about what really matters, like a community that takes care of
Hello.
one another. Time to learn, play.
Let's see what the delay is on this thing. I think it works. Now, an Arctic is chatting, but I'm still not seeing it in OBS. Gosh darn it. This thing is still not working. It still doesn't freaking work, but at least I can see the chat now. But I still don't see it in Streamlabs OBS. Like in Twitch, I would see it, but doing YouTube, I'm not seeing it. Gosh darn it. Okay, I still don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's see. No. Go to YouTube to view your live stream. Edit your stream title and description. Yep, it's not. See, it's not giving me viewer count or anything. This is definitely different. You can't hear nothing, so you don't hear me. Hey, you got to be hearing me, right? So you don't hear me. You hear me. I can hear and see you. Okay. Hello, all in the chat. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to replicate this the same way I do with Twitch. Twitch I got, but like the stupid super chat. I wonder if someone sends me a super chat, will I see it? But I'm not even seeing a chat. So it sounds like, what's going on, Game Notes? How you doing? Do I have to set up an alert? I still got to figure this thing out. I mean, clearly it obviously works because I'm streaming and people can see me streaming and I can see the chat if I bring up the YouTube browser, but I want to do it out of Streamlabs and it's not working. Yeah, someone donate me $1 so I can see. I want to see if this works. I'll pay you back. I'll send you $1 back. Someone just send me $1 so I can see. But other than that, obviously you guys can see me okay, hear me okay, all that good stuff, I would assume. Oh, that's my stars and goddess. Dude, you did not have to do that, but thank you. Thank you for that. And I did see it. But is it, do you, oh wow, thank you, Boredom. I appreciate that too. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to get an alert or something. So when you do that, because like I see other YouTubers, they do it, and then that's how they prioritize the chat. So I see that you did it, but did you not like leave a message when you did it, or you're just sending it? I'm trying to understand that too. But wow, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Just sent it, no message. Okay. All right. Now, but at least I know it, quote unquote, works. So that's good to know. And not that who knows how this thing might grow. And obviously I'll learn as I go. Just sent it, no message. You see the message in the super chat. Gotcha. Okay. So that's how that would work. Okay. I mean, this is good enough for what I want to do for Sunday. Oh, wow. Thank you, Silver Shine. Appreciate that. Thank you again, Boredom. All right. You're going to see me do some raggedy editing on the fly right now. Let's see. All right. My camera isn't perfect to what I want it to be. So let's shift it slightly. Fix that. I think that's what I want. Hold on. Is that better? I think that's better. I think that's what I want. That's what I want. All right. That's better. Or is it? I don't know. I'm so picky. Oh, it's not what I want. All right. That's better. I think. No, it's not. I'm so lame. That's good enough. That's fine. Who cares? What I will do is I'm probably gonna update like my overlays and all that stuff. But yeah, this is fine. I sent it twice the last time and it won't let me do nothing now. Huh. That's strange. But at least I can see the chat. I mean, that was my main focus. I thought I broke something. But yeah, since I'm here flapping my gums now, you guys got any questions or anything? I know before someone asked me something about Cyberpunk, but I couldn't see the chat anymore, so I don't know if anyone got my answer or not. Let's see. Have I played the Ghost Runner demo? No, I have not played the Ghost Runner demo. I don't even know what that is. Wait, did I tweet out that I'm on here? I don't think I did. I'm going to do that now. Let's see. I'm going to tweet that I'm streaming, see if other folks wonder. Oops, I can't spell. Trying this again, blah, blah, blah. On YouTube. All right. Okay, I still want to know why it doesn't show up in the chat on there. Gosh darn it. Okay, the super. Yeah, I got to check out this Ghost Runner. I've not played it. I've not checked it out. So yeah, this would definitely be a first for me. Actually, I'm gonna do some dirty editing again. I'm moving my face. And haha. There. I like that better. Let's look at Night City. Let's see. Cyberpunk as fuck. Okay. It's on Steam. It's like hack/cyberpunk. Yeah, I'll check that out then if it's on Steam. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Do you know where to play streaming camera during gameplay for Cyberpunk yet? No, I do not. I don't know just yet. That's going to be interesting. Obviously, when I get the game, knock on wood, hopefully I get to review it, so I get it early. But we'll see. But yeah, if and when I get the game in September, this channel for sure I will be doing. Hey, what's going on, Tanya? How you doing? Yeah, I'm messing around with the stream on YouTube, my personal channel. And anyone that's in here that has not subscribed to my channel, I'm curious what that looks like too if you were to subscribe, because allegedly I have alerting set up which clearly did not work because I didn't get a damn thing. I got to figure that out too, because the alerts did not pop, because I should have got a super chat alert and that didn't work. So turn it on. That definitely didn't work. Yeah, I don't know. That's not showing up either. So I gotta figure out how that's gonna work. Well, actually, my little stupid test one work. I gotta figure that. Obviously, I want to get better things for all that too. It alerted you I went live. I'm subscribed on YouTube and got the notification. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'm curious if someone new comes here and subscribes to the channel, will I get that alert while I'm live that they sub? Because I set it up that I should get it, but I didn't get it. So I got to figure that out, why I didn't get it. So we'll see. Oh, wow. Thank you, Silver. Appreciate that. And the $2 super chat, testing with text this time. Thank you for that. Again, I'm trying to figure this out. So I guess to go back to what I was saying before, yeah, I mean, this will definitely be a Cyberpunk channel when the game comes out. My plan is, number one, to do a complete full review. Again, if I get it early and I have it weeks ahead of time, like they were talking about before, I'll basically capture absolutely every second of gameplay that I do from start to finish, and obviously I'll edit it out, no spoilers, things like that. So I'll have a full video review. Clearly, I'll have my just impressions. I want to do playthroughs. I'll figure out the streaming thing on here. I'm probably gonna have a second machine to be able to stream, but excuse me, but I'll do stream playthroughs, stuff like that. I for sure want to put all that on this channel. Tips, tricks, things like that is what I want to do here. Obviously, Gamertag Radio will stay on Twitch because we're a partner on Twitch, so all Gamertag Radio stuff will still happen over there. But for me, for Parris, that'll all be here on this particular channel. Oh yeah, your 2080 should be more than fine playing Cyberpunk, especially if you're not playing in 4K. If you're playing in 1440p, I mean that 2080 should handle everything you throw at it, no problem. Yeah, Bounty. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. Then why it won't let you do anything? I'm not sure. I mean, clearly it's enabled. Todd Howard, what a beautiful man I am. Thank you. Yeah, 2080, you'll be fine, and you got that i9 CPU, so you're set. Yeah, you should be fine. You should have no issues at all. Now, me personally, again, I'll fully admit, I have a 2080 Ti now. It ain't good enough because I want to do ray tracing and everything. So it's rumored. Thank you, Tanya, for $2 super chat. I clearly want to go all out. I want to play the game in the absolute highest fidelity I possibly can with ray tracing turned on. It is rumored that the 3080 line NVIDIA cards are going to announce next week, this week, wherever we're at on the 9th, I think the 15th. So we're going to start talking about that stuff. And then they're supposed to be out by the end of summer. So whatever that 3080 Ti is, I'm getting it for sure. I think, did I just get an alert? I think I just got a stupid alert and it went like super quick. Maybe that's what the problem is. I got to fix it. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna get that 3080 Ti, whatever it is. Man, I might even get lucky and be able to review it. Who knows? But whatever it is, I'm getting it, and that'll be my new GPU in this rig here, and that's what I'll be playing Cyberpunk on, and all the new games, coming from Xbox and all that with Halo. I'll primarily play all that stuff on here as well. But just I guess diving into the console stuff super quick. I'm gonna talk about this stuff tomorrow on Sunday. But I'm also planning. I want to review the Series X as well. I'm definitely going to reach out to Microsoft for that when the time comes. PlayStation, I'll reach out for the PlayStation 5, but my relationship with them is not that great. So who knows what'll happen with that. Matter of fact, I need to reach out to them for The Last of Us 2, see if I can get on the review list for that. But I want to review the new consoles. Like I said, obviously I'm going to be all in on Cyberpunk. I already got my new build ready to go. Other than the GPU, I'll upgrade that second I can. And yeah, man, I'm just going to go in all that because that's what I want to do. Clearly, you guys that have been following me, especially on social media, obviously I love that game and I tweet about it, talk about it a lot. So it just makes sense. I mean, it's crazy that it's been almost 2 years since that first demo, and that like just changed everything. It's like I tweeted about this the other day. That first demo and especially the second demo, two of the greatest gaming moments of my life. And that second demo, obviously, greatest gaming moment of my life for sure. Coming out and just having the whole away team from CD Projekt Red applauding and all that stuff. And I've got to know, some of the people over there over the past couple of years as well. Obviously, we tweet back and forth all the time. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for them and I'm excited for us at the same time. I'm excited for them because they've clearly been working on this game for so long. And, just what is it, about 8 years now at this point. And I know they're chomping at the bit for us to get our hands on it, the Night City, and just see this world that they're creating. And obviously, as a gamer, I'm super excited to see what they've created. Because I mean, hell, I keep playing The Witcher 3. I have not. It's been 5 years, and I still play that game. That's all I've been playing during quarantine, pretty much. And now I've been randomly going around using photo mode and posting those pictures and doing stuff like that too. So I'm super excited for it. I don't hide my passion for Cyberpunk at all, because why should I? Grown ass man. If I'm excited about something, I'm excited about something. Maybe it's too much, maybe it's not. I don't know, but honestly, I don't care at this point. It doesn't matter because it's all about my individual enjoyment. And, I don't mind obviously sharing that with the world, and hopefully people can get some enjoyment out of that as well. And maybe I've introduced the game to some people that it wasn't on their radar, and they can pick it up and we can all enjoy it together, man. It's just going to be a celebration. So, when June 11th gets here, I'm gonna live stream that. I'm gonna be talking about that. I'm excited for what they're gonna show, and then just the whole marketing thing over the summer that'll ramp up till we get to September, man, and we get to play. So really looking forward to it. Let me look at the chat. I've just been jibber jabbing here. Christian, what's up, Parris? Good to see you. Hear from you. Good to hear from you as well. Thank you for hanging out here while I do this chat. And I'm going all in with Cyberpunk on my channel. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Have fun with it, man. Who cares what anyone else says? You wanna go all in on Cyberpunk? Go all in on it. Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, I mean, dude, trust me, I have it from a very good source. Shit's about to get real when it comes to Cyberpunk next month. So I'm really looking forward to the marketing campaign really kicking into high gear, and we get to see more Night City. I mean, even like what Philip Weber had tweeted the other day. I was messing with him a little bit on Twitter. He walked around Night City for 40 minutes. Just taking in just the atmosphere and the people going on about their lives and all that. So, I mean, that right there tells you the game is in a great state, even right now as we sit here in May. And as they've even said, they could have launched the game hot in April, but they wanted to polish it and squash bugs and all that kind of stuff. So the game's done. You can play the game from start to finish. They're just squashing bugs, optimizing it, obviously, for all the different consoles, for PC. I can't wait till the PC specs drop. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, man, I think we're good for September. They've said over and over the game's not going to get delayed again. It'll be out in September. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's a good question, Silver. I would say this. If it's just me, I'm going to do it here. And I meant Silver's asking me, am I going to do the June 11th stream on Twitch or here? If it's just me, I'm going to do it here. If it is with Danny and Pete, then I'll do it as a part of Game Integrity Radio. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to do it on Twitch anyways. So forget what I said. regardless, whether I do it by myself or it's the three of us or two of us, I'll do that on Twitch as a part of Gamertag Radio. I think I'll have my own individual impressions I'll do here, and I'll probably just pre-record it and put it out as a YouTube video. Hey, Adam, thank you for the $5 super chat. And you're asking me, thanks for doing Gamertag Radio over the years. Shout out to the crew. No, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We obviously, we've been doing Gamertag Radio for a long time, man. I mean, you know, it's been around since 2005, over 1,000 episodes. It's insane. You know, I've been a full-time member since 2013, and I would not be here without Danny Pena. I cannot stress that enough. If it was not for Godfrey, I would not be talking to you right now. He inspired me way back in 2005, and he helped me get started as a podcaster in 2006, and I'll forever be grateful. That's my brother. I love him to death. Pete and I have been friends forever. Mandy, just everyone. David, everyone that's been a part of it. Paulston, on down the list. But yeah, man, we're brothers for life. You know, Pete, Danny and I, you know, we talk pretty much every day. I definitely talk to Danny every day, but now that Pete's moved, not as much. But I mean, God, I've known Pete since CES 2008. That's where we met in person at CES 2008. And actually, if you go on YouTube and search, there is a Microsoft video. I think it was Gamerscore blog. We're at the In-N-Out in Las Vegas, and Gamerscore blog was talking to us. Major Nelson was there, the whole thing, and we're doing this whole. That's when Danny first started saying exclusive, so we were making fun of Danny and talking about exclusive. And that was 2008. I was a little thicker then, but yeah, it was good times, man. We've been around a long time. And okay, thanks. Don't miss it. Oh yeah, I'll definitely. If you follow me on Twitter and everything, we'll be. There'll be a complete heads up, you know, leading up to June 11th on, you know, obviously we'll find out what time they're doing it. We'll probably hop on about 30 minutes early, set up whole thing. So by the time it goes live, we'll be ready to go. Very similar to what we did for the Xbox stream the other day, which, you know, as far as the reveals go, we'll stream them all. I mean, EA does there, Bethesda, Ubisoft on down the list, whatever IGN's doing with the Summer Game Fest, we'll be covering all that stuff. And Todd is asking me, what are your favorite shows? Are you asking me my favorite shows all time or what I'm watching currently? Big difference. Last no mails. For the first 2 hours of Cyberpunk, I won't even care about the story. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. My whole thing with Cyberpunk is, yeah, the story's there. The story's going to guide you along the way. But if anything, I'm almost excited to just get through the story and be done with it, kind of like with The Witcher 3 now, to where I'm just going to explore Night City. I promise, because I even said that to Philip Weber on Twitter, I'm more excited to explore every single square inch of Night City. I mean, like, you look at the background, I go right now. I look at these buildings, I want to go to every floor and every room from the first floor all the way up to the roof. On all of them. And I'm sure that I'm not going to be able to do that right away. I'm sure there's going to be some levels and some obstacles in my way before I can. But once I complete the story and I'm at the top level, I'm excited to just explore, man, to just hop on that train, get off on every stop on foot, travel around the city, get in a car, go around. And there's going to be so many secrets and side quests that are probably going to be missed the first few playthroughs. There's hundreds of hours of entertainment is going to come out of this game. And that's just a single player in the expansions. Then when the multiplayer comes, oh man, that's going to be insane too. And I guess that's what, 2022 they're targeting on that. And let's see, you are asking me my favorite shows of all time. Wow. Okay. This is in no particular order, but The Sopranos, The Shield, Breaking Bad. I'm trying to be realistic about it and not just talk about current stuff. I can for sure say that Better Call Saul and Ozark have quickly become two of my favorite all times. Those are current shows. I mean, we obviously can go super old school, you know, with, God, I'm trying to even think, like shows like Martin, shows like Sanford and Son, Good Times, Jefferson's, freaking Alice. God, what else? Dukes of Hazzard, Dallas, Falcon Crest, Dynasty. I mean, these are all kind of crazy shows I used to love, you know, growing up. Cheers, Night Court. Obviously, the Cosby Show, iconic. Living Single, another one. I mean, there's a ton of shows, but yeah, though I would say those are kind of my favorites that I can think of right now, off the top of my head. And Silver's asking me, I know you're excited for the game, but what are your feelings about the future with the DLCs and the multiplayer? Again, I'm kind of using The Witcher as the template as far as the expansions go with the DLC. I mean, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine were amazing as standalones on their own. So I'm expecting as much quality, if not to surpass that when it comes to the DLCs. The multiplayer would be interesting. I think I'm going to start dipping my toe. Oh yeah, I love Falcon Crest. Falcon Crest was the bomb back in the day. Lorenzo Lamas. But the multiplayer, I've been dipping my toe into Red Dead Redemption Online just a little bit. I need to, now that it's on Game Pass, I'm almost thinking I might do it on Xbox and not PC, but we'll see on that. So that's kind of the template. I never really got into Grand Theft Auto Online, so it'll be interesting to see CD Projekt Red's approach to Cyberpunk Online. I would assume it's going to be kind of a co-op experience where, you know, we can kind of group up in gangs, potentially do missions together, heist, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. I wonder if they're going to have some PvP aspect into it. I don't know. But like I said, they're not even targeting that until 2022. So my focus now for the next couple of years is obviously just going to be the single player and the expansions. Good day, Parris. Gotta love the homemade screensaver. Oh, what Cyberpunk thing? Yeah. Just something fun to do. What I did was I took the 4K trailer and then I just cropped the scene, and this is just playing on a loop in the background. So yeah, Aaron, I honestly, I have utmost confidence that the single player is going to be solid. I'm not too concerned by that. So hopefully it'll be more content than grinding. Unlike, yeah, and that's what I mean. I've not played GTA Online, only now dipping my toe in Red Dead Online. So I don't know how grindy it is or isn't, but I agree. I hope no matter what Cyberpunk multiplayer is, it doesn't turn into a grind fest. And what is this? All right. But yes, I can't believe I have 26 people in here right now. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm literally making this up as I go along. So, but I want to do something a little more formal Sunday morning around the time I would normally do Gamertag Radio. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll do that here. And I'll kind of go more in depth with my thoughts on what Xbox did this week. What is that? Alert more in depth on what they did with their game reveal. I won't spoil it here. I'll wait until tomorrow morning. Okay. Small bit of NFL talk. I'm definitely looking forward to the two Saints and Bucks matchups this season. I'm gonna stay positive and not say assume that they will happen. Here's what I think. I think that week one matchup, if it does happen week one, there just won't be fans in the stands. I got a feeling we may not see fans in the stands until November, like basically the second half of the season. If you look at the way they did the schedule, they actually set it up so that the first month of the season, they could move. Okay, it's like this. You could move week one to basically week 18 to the end of the season, put it on the back end of the season. Week two, they've set it up so that you can take all those matchups and put them into a bye week, and just basically won't be a bye week. And then week 3 and 4 could be canceled altogether. So we could have a 14 game season. So I think at worst, we could lose the first month of the season. Like the season won't start until October and we lose 2 games. I think at worst, that's what happens. But if you look at the way they did the schedule, we're not going to lose division games or whatever. And like I said, at worst, we just won't have fans in the stands. But NFL is going to happen. And Super Bowl's in Tampa this year, so that's my hometown. So I really hope by the time we get to February, you know, we've made some progress with COVID enough to the point that fans can be in the stands so that we can have that celebration. But going to your whole point with Saints and Bucks, because I know you're a New Orleans fan, it'll be fun, man. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, obviously they're going for the marquee matchup week 1 right away. Brady and Breeze. And if you look, week 9, so basically the first game of the second half of the season is also Bucks and Saints. And I think that's a Monday night game. It's either a Monday night game or a Sunday night game. I got to look at the schedule again. But both of those games are going to be considered to be marquee matchups, because even week 1, that's the 425 game of the week matchup. So, majority of the nation's going to be watching that as well. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. And obviously the Bucks, I'm a huge Bucks fan. And, our defense started to come on at the second half of the season. Godwin and Evans are, without a doubt, the best wide receiver duo in the league. Both of them are top 10. I could even argue, one or both of them are in the top 5 receivers in the league right now. And then, we're bringing Gronk in. We still got OJ Howard. We got Cam Brate. So, and you got the GOAT. So if the GOAT can stay upright, if our O-line does okay, I think it's going to be a fun season, man. Really do. I think we got a legit shot to get to the playoffs, and obviously we're going for the ring. I mean, you don't bring Brady in just to make the playoffs. We're going for the Super Bowl, so I'm excited for it. What else do we have here? I don't watch Game of Zones enough. I've seen the clips here and there. It looks kind of funny, but I've not deep dive into it. I know there's this ongoing storyline with it. What are Microsoft going to do for June? Steven, if you tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific, I will answer that question on this very same channel. But yeah, I'm going to save the Xbox talk until tomorrow morning. Am I excited for Halo? Yes, I am. And I'll talk about more of that tomorrow morning as well. I just answered the Brady thing. So yeah, I think Brady will be fine. Long as, even at 43, I mean, he's still an elite QB. He has the weapons, so I think he'll be fine. Seeing 27 and 2 likes on the video. Let's work on that ratio. Yes, let's work on it. Todd, yes, I did. I saw the Cyberpunk account retweeted earlier, so I watched it. Look, the teaser looked good. I'm really looking forward to the full thing to come out. Y'all doing a show tomorrow? No, Tanya, we're not doing a show tomorrow because we already pre-recorded it. Matter of fact, you were in there. That after show Dan and I did, we just clipped the audio from that and edited it up, and we're just going to put that out as a show tomorrow. So that'll be the GTR show tomorrow. That's excuse me. That's what gave me the idea to hop on here and stream. So I'm going to stream here tomorrow morning, same time, but it'll just be me. Let's see. Will you be posting any Witcher 3 content? I love that game. I should, Juan. That's actually a good question. I should. I've never really dove into, quote unquote, being a Witcher content creator at all. I mean, I've obviously talked about it a lot, that I love the game, that I play it and all that stuff. But I honestly, beyond me putting up those photos, those screen photo mode photos I've been putting up the last couple of days on Twitter, I've really not done much with The Witcher 3 as far as content goes. I probably should. Be a nice test run. My wife is texting me. What is she saying? Hold on. She's asked me if I want Starbucks. And yes, I do. All right. But yeah, so it might be a nice little test run over the summer to do a little bit of Witcher content leading up to Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, 100% I am. Absolutely I am. I just think it'll be a fun thing to do. So really looking forward to that. What are my top 5 games of all time? That's a good question. I know what number 1 is. That's Super Mario Brothers 3, hands down. There's just not a question in my mind on that. To me, that is the greatest platformer ever made. I know people love to argue Super Mario World and all that stuff, but for me, it was Super Mario 3. You don't have Super Mario World without 3. And are close enough that I say Super Mario World. So top 5 all time. Definitely Super Mario Brothers 3 is in there. This is no order other than 1. After this, I don't have an order. Super Mario Brothers 3, I would say Zelda 64, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. What that game was at that time in 1998 was incredible. Just some of the most magical moments in gaming for me. I would say Mass Effect 2 for sure is there. it's interesting after that. I kind of want. I want to say The Witcher 3. I want to say The Witcher 3. I feel like I want to say A Link to the Past as well. It gets kind of muddy after that. I kind of lump a lot of things together at that point. And again, this is personal preference for me. Skyrim has to be in there. Fallout New Vegas has to be up in there. BioShock Infinite has to be up in there. Mario Galaxy has to be up in there. Mega Man 2 has to be up there. Honestly, it's a coin flip after that, but that's kind of the gist. Just games for me when I think about it. Now, top 3 disappointing games of all time. Halo 5 is for sure up there, 1000%. I don't know if it's all time, but it's definitely one of my most disappointing. God, I'm trying to think. What else was just super disappointing to me? That's the only one I can think off the top of my head right now that just sticks out as just a complete bummer. What is going on, Analog Circle? I believe that is the infamous Keon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Anthem has to be there too, man. I mean, they really pulled the frickin' okey doke on us. Wait. Oh, I can tell you my most disappointing game all time. People get mad when I say this. Metal Gear Solid 2. Frickin' Kojima with that flipping okey doke he did. Ugh. I hate it to this day. Absolutely hate it to this day. I never played Fallout 76. Such bad word of mouth, and Fallout 4 bored me to tears, so I never got into Fallout 4. Fallout 3 I really like. Fallout New Vegas is just, I adore it. But 4 felt disappointing to me. It's just boring. And then 76 I just never bothered. And then obviously it had all the issues, so I just stayed away from it. Oh my God, Raiden. Can't stand it. You know why it's such an okey doke? Because if you remember back then, they had that Metal Gear Solid 2 demo. You had to go to like Funko Land or KB Games or GameStop if it existed back then or whatever. And I forget what you had to do to get it. Maybe you had to pre-order something. I don't remember. But I remember getting that demo and just I played it a million times. I remember going to E3 that year playing it. Then I got the demo and just played it a million times. I was so ready for Metal Gear Solid 2. Then obviously you get the final game and you play at the same level. And, they change it up a little bit. And then Raiden, what the F? Ugh. I will never forgive Kojima for that. Ever. Let's see. Yep, exactly, Aaron. And then ... Ugh. Man. But yeah, this is oh my God, thank you. And I hope I'm saying is it Sarah? I hope I'm saying that right, because there's an asterisk in there, so I don't, or apostrophe or whatever. I don't want to say it wrong. But yes, KOTOR. How could I forget KOTOR? KOTOR is for sure in the top 5. For sure. 100% yes. My God. Yeah, how did I forget that? I knew I was going to forget something just thinking off the top of my head. But it's clear when I think about my favorite games of all time, I definitely lean hard towards Nintendo, which again just goes to show you Nintendo is the greatest developer in the world. They just are. I mean, when I think of just my memories of my favorite games ever, I lean heavy on Nintendo. Aha, Dimitri, you want my, I won't say, I'll say this again tomorrow. I'll talk about AC Valhalla. It's going to be fine. They screwed up the marketing, which I'll get into more tomorrow. But yeah, Valhalla, I'm really looking forward to it. It's the team that did Black Flag and Origins, and I love both of those Assassin's Creed. And when you look at what they built off of with Origins and Odyssey, I just expect more of it with this. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. I mean, this might be the closest we get to The Witcher other than The Witcher. I think Origins and Odyssey got damn close, and I just assume Ubisoft, there's 15 studios working on this at Ubisoft, that they're just going to continue to build off that momentum. So I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, wow. Thank you, Analog Circle Podcast, for the $5 super chat. And you say, just wanted to show some support. Thank you for the great content. GTR is amazing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I don't know how long you've been here, but I'm definitely going to do more of these solo efforts. I will for sure be doing here on the YouTube channel. So appreciate that. Really do. And oh, another text. This is my oldest daughter. What is she saying? That's funny. They're doing their Starbucks orders, and my daughter's is super complicated. That is funny. Yeah, exactly. And that was what I was kind of thinking as far as Dimitri saying is with Valhalla, especially with them going to England. Yeah, I definitely get a Witcher vibe from it. Obviously, it's, it's going to be some Norse mythology there. Looking forward to that as well. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game. Going to be a fun game. I'm really looking forward to it. Here's my conundrum, though, when I really think about when we get to the end of the year, because, dude, I will 100% admit when September 17th gets here, I ain't playing nothing else. I ain't playing look, the Destiny expansion better come before whatever. I ain't playing Destiny. I'm not playing Valhalla. I'm not playing nothing for at least until November. I just can't see me playing anything other than Cyberpunk. And I'm just putting that out there now. Don't expect me to really be talking about any other games. So that's going to be an interesting thing with the new consoles. Now, obviously, if I wind up reviewing Series X and all that, now obviously when Halo comes out, I'll be playing that. But I don't see me playing anything in September or October, unless it's just for review purposes. But I plan to play Cyberpunk. Excuse me. And yeah, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun holiday. But I'm 100% focused on Cyberpunk. Like, I even think, especially with COVID and everything going on, don't be shocked if Avengers gets delayed. And like another game, I got to play right before COVID hit, Outriders, was scheduled to come out this year. Don't be shocked if that gets delayed as well. I don't know, man. I almost feel like these games are going to get buried because look, there's going to be a Call of Duty. We know that's happening. That's still going to. So Cyberpunk's going to be a monster in September. Halo and Call of Duty are going to be monsters in November. Assassin's Creed most likely is going to drop in October. If I'm another third-party game, I'm steering clear of that window, man. Why drop? There's just going to be, Madden's obviously going to be out during that time. NBA 2K is going to be out during that time. There's just going to be just these monster games that are dropping in that holiday window that if I'm a new IP, I'm staying the hell out of there. I'm not coming. I'm delaying until like February or March or something like that. And that way, the Series X and the PlayStation 5 have been out for a little bit, gotten their feet wet. Everyone has had their excitement with Cyberpunk and Halo and their fill of Call of Duty and all that stuff. And come out then if you're a new IP. Give yourself breathing room when there's not a lot of other huge established IPs that are coming out, so people will give you a chance. This is another reason why Game Pass is going to be so key in this generation, because you're not going to have that, what's the word I'm looking for, that IP fatigue that potentially could happen. Because here's a classic example of this. When Titanfall dropped, what was that, 2017? I think it was. When Titanfall came out, within weeks of Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, nobody picked it up. Nobody, because everyone's picking up Battlefield and Call of Duty. But the irony is, Titanfall 2 was better than both of those games. It is one of the best, if not the best, first-person shooter campaign ever made. Period. Right? But no one played it at the time. Now it's a cult hit that you can find for $5. If Titanfall would have delayed itself until until spring of 2018, we might be having a completely different story about Titanfall right now. And there may not be an Apex Legends or Jedi Fallen Order because Respawn would have been making Titanfall 3. You got to think of it that way. Or let's say Titanfall did come out during that window, but it was on Game Pass. It potentially could have had a second life on Game Pass, and we're having a different story there as well. So again, I'm not messing around this holiday if I'm a new IP. It's going to be too crowded of a market. You got new hardware launching. People are going to gravitate to the games that they know. You got a returning Halo game. You got a monster in Cyberpunk. You got Call of Duty. Dude, I'm not. If I'm Avengers and all that, I'm waiting until next year. Yeah, I'm going back through the chat, so I apologize. Let's see, what else were we saying? Yep, Halo's about to take my time. Did you get the? Yes, I have two of those jackets. As a matter of fact, Dimitri, because I was fortunate enough. I went to E3 and got one, and then I went to Gamescom and I got a second one. So yeah, I actually have two of them, and the second one I wound up giving to a family member. I'm excited for Avengers, and I feel like we haven't heard enough about it. Game is having trouble. I think the press is weak for that game. You watching the fights tonight? I may or may not, by various means, be watching the fight tonight. I'm not sure yet, but I haven't made up my mind yet. But we'll see. And then what at Parris? Now imagine Cyberpunk built for VR. Someone that could be a game I invest VR in. Yeah, I mean, it's funny you bring up VR because COVID happened. And I was going to get a Valve Index to pick up Half-Life Alyx. And obviously we've seen on the rave reviews about Half-Life Alyx, which was part of, what I was saying to Phil Spencer about Xbox stance on Half-Life Alyx. And he's like, oh, by the way, I played Half-Life Alyx. I'm like, wait, what? And why are you saying this about VR then? That's the game that has piqued my interest to jump into VR. With COVID and everything, I'm just trying to be cost conscious right now, so that's why I didn't spend the money on it. But I will eventually. I can see me by early 2021 investing into Valve Index, getting Half-Life Alyx, and like you're bringing up, a game like Cyberpunk or No Man's Sky, things like that. Potentially, that would be in VR, would be an amazing experience. Like we're still in the infancy of VR, and I've said for years, I'm staying out of VR until we get to VR 2.0, and I feel like now we're getting to VR 2.0. So it'll be interesting to see what PlayStation does with PlayStation VR 2. I don't know if they'll have an announcement for it this summer with the PlayStation 5 launching. They may hold off on that until next year, but that's probably going to be the thing that gets the mass adoption for VR because they're going to make it cost. It's going to be affordable. It's going to be a higher resolution than what the current PlayStation VR is. And you're going to see games like Half-Life Alyx and all the other big VR games. They're going to go to PlayStation 5 and that's where you're going to be able to play them. So 2022 should be the year of VR, in my opinion, because that's when I think you're going to start to see more adoption of that platform. Oh, what else do we have here? Yes, I also have my statue for Cyberpunk, and that was 2018. That's when I came out. And what do we have here? Have you seen the new Clone Wars content or Matt? Yeah, it's funny you bring up Clone Wars. Was never into Clone Wars, never really watched it. Now it was on Disney Plus, I started getting into it. Really, really good. And that ending was fantastic. Perfect ending. I won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but I would definitely say check out Clone Wars. It's on Disney Plus. You can watch the whole thing and just love the way that it wrapped up. And I still contend to this day, George Lucas, when he did the prequels, he should have started with episode 2. He should have started with the Clone Wars. Okay, so I'm being a nerd now. So the prequels should have been teenage Anakin. He's already a Jedi. We didn't need him to little kid and all that. They could have told that in backstory stuff. It should have started with a teenage Anakin. It should have started with Palpatine manipulating to get the clones built. The way the Attack of the Clones, you could have, it wasn't a great movie, but the gist of that, Padme and all that could have been the first movie, right? So the first movie, we established Anakin, Dooku takes his hand off the whole thing, Palpatine manipulates, gets his power, the clones start. Episode 2 should have been the actual Clone Wars. And I say by the end of that, by the end of episode 2, he becomes Darth Vader. And not the suit, but he falls to the dark side, becomes Darth Vader. You start that whole manipulation with Palpatine through episode 1, through the middle of episode 2, literally the end of episode 2, he becomes Darth Vader. He falls. The whole thing, Mace Windu and all that, he becomes Darth Vader. Episode 3 is all about Anakin hunting down the Jedi and taking them out. Execute Order 66. They literally could have called it Star Wars Order 66 or something dumb like that, but you get my point. Episode 3 is all about Anakin hunting down the Jedi and wiping them out. And then Kenobi confronts him at the end. They have the big fight. He puts on the suit and becomes Darth Vader. Boom, done. You did that. Oh my God, prequels would have been amazing. And that's the hill I will die on. I have said that since the early 2000s. That's how Star Wars, the prequel, should have played out. Looking back on it, I do have a greater appreciation for the Phantom Menace. Obviously, Jar Jar is the eyesore out of all of that. Attack of the Clones is horrible. It's not good. There's some good things in it, but as a whole, it's not good. Revenge of the Sith actually is not that bad. I still cringe a tad at Anakin's turn and his reason for turning. You know, it's a little cringy still, but overall, Revenge of the Sith is not that bad. What else do we have here? I know we went on a Star Wars rant. And and Sarah, to answer the question, yes, I have seen The Mandalorian. Mandalorian is fantastic, and obviously the news that we're getting now with Boba Fett coming in, it's going to be interesting as well. I'm sure it'll be just a little cameo, but nice to see they're going with the extended universe canon that Boba Fett is still alive. That's good. Cadis, I see cyberpunk background. I click like awesome. I'm just reading the chat. 1 second here. I wonder how long we'll be waiting for the. Here's my guess, Steven. My guess. My Miss Leo. I think you got him in November. I think you get him at launch. I think you will see that. That's why they're promoting this whole smart delivery thing. I think you'll play Cyberpunk in September on your Xbox One. You go pick up that Series X in November. Boom, you're going to be good. It's going to have whatever the update is then and there. PlayStation 5, however they're going to deliver it, I think it'll be the same thing. My opinion, my personal opinion, but we'll see. And Tanya, no, well, you can't see it. It is literally still sitting in the box right there, sealed, and I have not done it yet. And shame on me. COVID screwed up so many of my plans. I definitely wanted to do a whole tabletop game and get together with people and do it. And all that went to crap in March. So, but I definitely will. I'm looking forward to it. What is Reggie asking me? Are you thinking about doing a little pre-show stream on June 11th? Yes, I am, Reggie. Yes, I am. I was saying this earlier. The plan is I will on Twitch, whether it's solo or with Danny and Pete, just depends on them if they're available. Whenever they announce that time for the Night City Wire, we'll promo it out and all that. But yeah, we'll be on like 30 minutes early, leading up to that for sure. No, John, I disagree with that. I don't think we'll have to wait 2 to 3 years for that, for the Cyberpunk, for the next gen version. I like I said, I think you're going to get it right away. Can you go back to talking about watching Falcon Crest? Oh man, yeah, that early 80s. Like, okay, I'll say this. I won't get in depth on Falcon Crest, but this is my memory as a kid. I seem to remember it was the Incredible Hulk at 7 p.m., Dukes of Hazzard at 8, Dallas at 9, and then Falcon Crest at 10. That used to be Friday nights on CBS. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from memory, that's what I remember early 80s as a kid. Oh man, used to love it. What else do we have? CD Per said, don't expect it anytime soon. I know I saw some of them saying that early on, but then it seems like that has changed slightly. You could be right, John. I have no inside information or whatever. Maybe you're right, but 2 to 3 years seems extreme. I would say, even if it's not at launch, again, guessing, I can't see it being more than 6 to 9 months after Series X and PlayStation 5 launches. And what is my son saying? Okay. And Sarah agree. Really? I disagree. Well, yeah, I just answered it. So there you go. Do you know what this Jeff Keighley game announcement on Tuesday? No, I don't, Arthur. We'll find out together. Yeah, Tanya, we'll talk offline. I would say during the summer for sure. I want to do the I can't even talk Cyberpunk Red tabletop. Would you stream playing the table? Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, I would stream it. Why not? No, I get it, John. Totally get it. Again, you could be 100% right. I don't know nothing. I'm guessing just like you are. I know, Tanya. I know. Honestly, I'll just talk about COVID life really quick. I swear to God, like I hit my wall. Was that last week or the week after, where I just needed a few day break because every day started being the same. And I just, it's just weird. It's like it's just so weird with this whole thing. That's why I'm trying to do different things now to change stuff up. But yeah, we definitely need to talk for sure. We haven't in a while, but yeah, just everything has just been screwed up the last couple months. Anything else? Like, it's funny. I had was just testing this thing out, but obviously it's working. Anything else? Questions, or I might end this thing soon. And like I said, come back Sunday morning. I still got to figure out the whole alerting thing on here, how that's going to work. Yeah, I know. Feel bad about your mom. And I mean, again, just during this time with these kind of things happen, it's just rough. Top five underrated games. Let me think on that one. Over. I really got to think about that one. Underrated games. Yeah. God, I can't even think of anything on top of my head. I would say it's underrated. No, boredom. I will be here 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at Twitter real quick. I apologize. But any last questions here? I've got to run. Yeah, it seems like everyone's taking off. Yep, Arctic, thanks for hanging out. Tanya, thanks for hanging out. Thank you everyone in the chat hanging out. I'll get better with this. Good friends over at Mega Dads threw out a challenge to me for upgrading my YouTube channel with some stuff. So hopefully I'll talk to him offline and we'll make all this stuff look a bit better. And like I said, I'll figure out this whole alert thing. Looking at it. Okay, one. Okay, last question. I'll get out of here. Tim is asking me, looking at a new headset for PC, what would you recommend? I like the look of the Logitech G Pro X you reviewed a while back. I love the Logitech Pro X. The only reason it is not on my head right now is because it's not wireless. I'm living the wireless life now. Damn near everything I got is wireless. Like, this is the Logitech G915 Pro mouse, whole thing. So I like being wireless. And these are the Astro A50s, wireless. I would say if you don't mind a cord, absolutely check. Whoops. Hold on. I just screwed that up. Absolutely. Check out the Logitech G Pros. They're really comfortable, sound great, everything. If you're looking for wired, hey, these, and I had been against Astro for a while. But Astro's really kind of turned around the last couple iterations of their hardware, and these A50s have been great. I love them. But yeah, I would give two of those as a recommendation for sure. I'll tell you one for sure. I will not recommend is Lucid Sound. Do not get a Lucid Sounds headset. Not that they're terrible, but the customer service sucks. And God forbid if you're someone like me that they sent a review copy to and it breaks and you go, hey, this broke, they will treat you like you were the scum of the freaking earth. So I will never recommend them ever. I don't care how good their headsets are. The customer service sucks. So there you go. There's my recommendation on what not to get. Do not get a Lucid Sound headset. So there you go. I know that was that makes me so bad. That was about a year ago too. Good. Glad you never heard of them. I won't talk about them again. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get out of here. And everyone that hit me on the super chat, man, I was not expecting that at all. Wow, that's crazy. But thank you for that. I will say this though, to anyone watching this now or recording or whatever, if you ever donate to me on live stream, I will be putting that towards upgrading all of this. So, because a couple things on my bucket list is I do want to get a better camera. So when I'm doing YouTube unboxing vids and when we are going back to events again, to be able to do video interviews, things like that, that is absolutely at the top of my list of things I want to improve. Even though this microphone works fine, I want to improve my mics, stuff like that. So anything that you do donate, just know that that's where it's going to, and I am forever appreciative. And again, Steel Series is good too. That's another good one. What is it? The Artists one. I'm screwing up. Their wireless one is pretty good as well. I know there's a cyberpunk version of it as well, but you can Google and find out. But all right, I am out of here. thank you guys for checking this out. This was fun. I will be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. I'll tweet all that stuff out, but this was fun. Thank you guys for checking us out, and I will see you soon.